Hey Techno Studs! In this video, we're going to cover what authentication, authorization, and accounting services are, or AAA services. In this video, we're going to go over what the AAA services are, talk about the difference between AAA and IAM, and then just briefly talk about some of the protocols. AAA stands for Authentication, Authorization, and Accounting. Authentication, as we've already discussed, just means proving who you are. Authorization is what resources do I have access to. And the last A means accounting. And accounting just means that you're tracking what's happening on your network, what's changing on your network. Some examples of this might be logs on a server that track what's happened on that server, data access logs of what data has been accessed, change logs, if anything changes, a log of what changes on those systems. Document versioning, where when you make changes to a document, it keeps the old changes and who has changed what elements of that document. You also have things like web browser history that tracks where you've gone on the web. This is all sounding a lot like IAM, but maybe with the addition of the accounting piece. But not really, because if you look at the IAM model, the accounting piece is built into the access management side of it, as when you access something, then it logs that information. So really the two are very similar. In fact, so much so that there are a lot of resources out there that really define it as the same thing. For the most part, you could actually use these terms interchangeably, and it's not going to make that big of a difference. No one's going to call you out on it. They are both technically frameworks, and you can use them to measure up against your technologies to make sure that you're implementing them correctly. There is a technical difference between these two. The IAM is more of a general umbrella term versus AAA speaks to certain technologies. Versus IAM is like I have IAM policies that I roll out for the companies that I work with to make sure that they're doing identity and access management correctly. It also can refer to specific services in cloud services, like there's AWS IAM services. Versus AAA is specific to the internal computer network, and there's some specific protocols that are defined around this AAA concept. The three most common protocols and services that are associated with this is TACACS, radius, and diameter. And so you would have some sort of services running on this bank of servers here that would be performing these functions and would be communicating with something like an access point or a switch via these protocols. So then when a computer or a device or a user goes to authenticate, then it will, between the access point and the servers, use one of these protocols and services. So as you can see, there really is a lot of overlap between authentication, authorization, and accounting and this term IAM. That they are technically different, but because they're so closely related, a lot of times they're used interchangeably out there. You don't need to necessarily know the technical difference between the two, but you do need to be familiar with both of the concepts.